Raphinha. And something I always say on this channel, if I'm going to criticize a player, I will also take my time about Raphinha. I was I was one of the culprits, I'll tell you right now. I was one of those people being extremely vocal, extremely critical. My expectations for this year have been completely ruined. Whether it was about how Barcelona were going to perform, whether it was about Manchester United, whether it was about other different sports related topics, I've been wrong so far this year, and it's only been 2 months, so it's going to be a long ride until May, June. But one of the players I was extremely wrong about, one of the players that, I've been extremely critical of for the past few years. I've not even made a video on Raphinha yet, ever since he moved from Leeds to Barcelona. But at least behind closed doors, and whether it was a podcast episode, I would always criticize Raphinha. And something I always say on this channel, if I'm going to criticize a player, I will also take my time to give them their flowers. And Raphinha right now this season deserves everyone's flowers. He's been amazing for Barcelona. When you think about Barcelona and all the difficulties they've had over the past few years, especially the expectations coming into this season with what Real Madrid were doing, no one thought Barcelona were going to be this dominant. No one thought that brand of football was going to be this good. No one thought they were going to be this how do you say it? This influential even in the Champions League. And you can even go and ask the most optimistic Barcelona fan, and they will tell you they would be happy to be in the fight this year. But they've been more than just being in the fight. Barcelona have been the best team in Europe so far, at least in the first 3 months of the year. That's what they've been. They've been the best team in Europe, and Raphinha is part of that reason. He's been fantastic on the left-hand side. Lewandowski deserves his flowers. I need to make a video on him as well. Lamine Yamal, I've made countless videos on Lamine Yamal over this past summer and over the start of the season. But Raphinha has done his job on the left-hand side. He already has double digits in contributions for both goals and assists. He's been one of the most influential players in the world, and arguably, if we're talking about current form, I know Kvaratskhelia still exists. I know Phil Foden and Vinicius Jr. and Kylian Mbappe still exist. But if we're talking about current form, Raphinha to me is the best left wing in the world. And he deserves this type of credit, because when he first came to Barcelona from Leeds, we all know the type of conversations that were being had about Raphinha. I was one of the culprits, I'll tell you right now. I was one of those people being extremely vocal, extremely critical of what Raphinha was doing. But then you see things like this. Look at this pass from Lamine Yamal. And first time finish, Raphinha was not doing this the first time around when he came to Barcelona. And another thing when you talk about Raphinha is the leadership role he's taken on this Barcelona team. This Barcelona team is extremely young. Raphinha has taken a massive responsibility in being one of the leaders in this team. But you just see a goal like this. You see a goal like this where Lamine Yamal outside the boot, Trivela across to Raphinha, and he just buries it with one touch. This is a man in form. This is a man who's exuding confidence game in and game out. You see how calm and collected Raphinha is at every single stage, every single step he makes, every move he makes. You can see how calm, how controlled he is. And really and truly, his game has always been kind of predicated around these things. He has the skills, he has those attributes that would make him a lethal winger. He's extremely fast. He can put the ball behind the net. He can play within this Barcelona tiki-taka system. But now with the way Slov has set up this team, not Slov, sorry, the Barcelona manager, what's his name? Oh my god, I just forgot his name. Anyways, the way the Barcelona manager, Hans Flick, is that his name? Correct me in the comments, because I just forgot his name. I made a video on him last week. Anyways, they did work quite well actually. But yeah, the way he set up this team, this high pressing they're doing, the way that they're able to hit the other teams on the counter with Lamine Yamal and Raphinha, he has suited his play style so much. And as I said, Raphinha has always had those attributes, but it's like right now he's just fine-tuned everything. And of course the biggest the biggest separator this year has been his finishing. His finishing has been absolutely fantastic. Because another thing you could always say about Raphinha over the past 2 years, it was the fact that the end product was never there, but that's been completely shut off this year. It has been completely thrown out the window, and Raphinha has that end product, and now he's extremely consistent. And yeah, right now, if we have to make projections on where Raphinha and Barcelona are going to be towards the end of the season, I really and truly, unless they have a dip in form, unless they have some injuries, I see them winning the La Liga. But then on the other side, you have Real Madrid, who've not had a great start, but their team is still on paper the best team in the world. So God forbid, I mean not God forbid, but God forbid for Barcelona, their team begins to, start making things work. If Real Madrid start making things work, if Mbappe gets on form and he begins to play like the player he was last year and over the last few years for PSG, nothing's going to stop that Real Madrid team. So again, Barcelona need to stay consistent. That El Clasico game was very important because they beat their rivals in a head-to-head game, which extended the lead even further. I think they're like 9 or 6 points ahead of Real Madrid right now, so that just needs to carry on. So yeah, in terms of La Liga predictions, I see Barcelona winning the La Liga. In the Champions League, with the way they're playing right now, I see Barca, if they're not unfortunate to go up against a Real Madrid or a Bayern Munich or a PSG or a Man City or even Liverpool, because Liverpool have been fantastic. So about Liverpool, or even Liverpool, if they don't get to play any of those dangerous teams in the round of 16, I see Barcelona making it to the bare minimum to the quarterfinals. And on the upside, if everything goes right, if they keep playing like this, Barca could very easily make it to the final in the Champions League. Because how many teams could say that they would beat Real Madrid in a head-to-head game? But again, the Champions League is a completely different ball game, so we need to wait. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching to the end. You're much appreciated. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, share. Do all those things, so please help me grow this channel. And as per usual, I'll see you soon.